keep up the illusion.
So, here are your low monthly payments and interest rate as we promised. Here's where they triple. The rest of this stuff, don't think a lawyer can read this. It protects us. Make sure we get your home when you can't pay us back.
Such a lovely house.
Yeah. But don't worry. We're going to sell you credit life insurance. You don't really need it, but
Puts lots of cash in our pockets.
you look nervous. We better hurry and get you to sign. Or I'll pretend to ruin your credit with one phone call.
Predatory lenders are never this easy to spot. Call us and protect yourself with the facts.
Every day, online predators make their way into homes uninvited and unnoticed. Help delete online predators. To learn what you can do to protect your kids' online life, visit cybertipline.com.
And we're back again. We thank you for staying tuned, and we're talking about programs that's going to help the Christian community, and your church can get involved with it. And DK and Avis and Coach Bridges, he's going to tell you how you can get involved with it. Going to give you the address, the phone number, and other information that you need to know. They're going to let you contact them personally. So you don't have to call my number.
I want to ask a question right fast. I know you're going to give out the number and everything again, but I'm an old school type of guy, and Coach, this may be before your time, but I'm pretty sure, Avis, you remember before Hurricane Katrina when the old Dryades YMCA was in existence, you know, and had the bakery across the street and everything. I think I was a part of that because I remember going there and everything. Do you remember the old Dryades YMCA?
The Dryades YMCA has always been a beacon hub to the community. We've always been. As you were speaking, before 2000, we had this little bitty building.
Right.
And we still had programmatic offerings, but in February 2000, we had a devastating fire that burned the building and all of its contents to the ground. So what we tend to say now is from out of the ashes came hope. We had to depend on resources from the community. When the fire came, within 24 hours, we were up and operating at different community locations so that we can have a continuity of services. Now we're in our new facility thanks to volunteers, thanks to donations, thanks to capital campaigns, thanks to a hard-working board and staff. We're there now. We have the facility to provide the programmatic offerings. And we also looking to expand in the near future so that we can have a technology center. It seems like we still don't have enough space to contain everything. So we're going to move into that arena.
But that's going to be close to the site?
Right across the street.
I like that because one thing, I remember the Dryades before the fire, and remember it was so small, but now, you know, I really recognize the Dryades because it's state of the art. You know, it's like you walk in the classrooms and you walk around. I haven't been fortunate to go to the pool, the quality.
We can give you I'll give you a tour. I'll even give you a guest pass.
Oh,
so
my goodness. Can I get one?
You can get one.
Y'all heard her say this on air now. I'm going to hold her to that.
But you got to use it before September the 10th.
Well, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it.
Not to cut you off, but I got to say this. What is your mission and motto? Because you said it earlier off the camera.
Well, our mission is to build competence, commitment, and character in the people we serve. However, at the Dryades YMCA, our focus is youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
And going back to you, Coach Bridges, the important thing about this Christian League is what we talk about all the time. We talk about the importance of our children that don't have regular PE, which we had. DK, remember that? You right?
Yeah, PE, my favorite.
They don't have that like they used to have. PE was every day in the public school system,
right. They don't have
from elementary to high school. They don't have that. I think they say they have a PE teacher maybe once a week, and so they're not getting the normal or the expected, in my opinion, the expected exercise that they would normally get. And so if they don't get it, we're in a technological age now where kids play Nintendo. Is that
You way back.
Yes, PlayStation.
See, hey, you up on that stuff, PlayStation. My goodness. I thought Atari's going too.
Oh, Atari, that's way old.
PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Okay.
So we're trying to get them out of that.
I know about the Wii now.
Yeah.
There you go.
We keep them away from that, and then our programmatic offerings, no child gets to sit in front of a computer more than 45 minutes, and also they're on the computers doing research, or they're doing something that's disguised learning, as we call it. They don't get to just sit there and play. It's a computer time with a purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another thing I got to ask y'all, because there are a lot of programs. I think y'all have something coming up because y'all invested in recreation. What other recreation activities do y'all have available? Maybe a golf?
We have a golf tournament coming up. That's at Bayou Barrier on October the 11th.
Okay, good.
So you can call 504-299-4310 and ask for Mr. J. Banks. He's the director of the School of Commerce and also the chairperson of the golf tournament. And
Now,
he'll be able to give you
I got to go
advice.
back to coach, because when I was in junior high school, they taught us how to play golf. In other words, the basic thing is it's holding the club, holding the putter or whatever, just doing some basic things. Does the Dry offer that kind of experience for young kids?
We offer developmental basketball, so we help kids develop these skills in basketball, which is offered on Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m., and that's for ages 8 to 17. So if you want to sharpen up your skills or you want to develop your skills, you could come register and we'll help you develop.
Okay.
But through the programmatic offerings of the 21st Century Program and our enrichment component, we do have a variety of recreational and sports activities that kids are introduced to. We don't have the league per se, we don't have teams for everything, but we do have like flag football, they are exposed to golf. We have volleyball, they're exposed to soccer, so there's different sports activities that they're introduced to where we haven't expanded to have the teams yet. We even gonna have a swimming team.
I was about to ask you
We're
about
even
that.
gonna have a swimming team.
Any track activities? No, not yet. Huh?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Why don't you make an appeal to the people for the basketball league? Because I know you want to.
We need volunteer coaches, we need officials, we need players. Am I missing anything, Mr. Bridges?
That's about it.
Coaches, players, and officials.
How about cheerleaders? Huh?
Oh, the churches can come with their cheerleaders, or maybe we can have some of ours do some cheers.
Okay, good.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm looking
And
forward to this.
to get to us, I need you to call 504-587-0903 or visit us on the web, www.Dryades,
Going back to the banquet that we're going to have, is it for everybody or just for the winners?
It's going to be a recognition banquet.
Okay, I just want to know. I
like the way you say, well,
when we win.
We encourage everyone to bring the entire church out for the day, because it's just bringing the community together. It's bigger than just playing basketball. It's time of fellowship for the community.
And I love, looking at the flyer, I just love what the league will offer. It says, present God in Christ to boys and girls ages 8 to 17, and participants engage in age-appropriate activities from 8 to 10, 11 to 13, 14 to 15, and 16 to 17. Build Christian character, teach the fundamentals of basketball, teach effective conflict resolution skills, promote sportsmanship, actively engage youth in faith-based activities, and create opportunities to practice self-discipline and personal responsibilities. And it sounds more than just a basketball thing. It's really like helping the whole person.
Right.
It is. At the Dryades Y, we do deal with the holistic individual. And it's a requirement that you attend the workshops before you get your jump shot in. For us, this is an opportunity for us to bring in the Christian values and not have anything to be afraid of or to have concerns about, because it is a faith-based activity, and the Dryades Y is built on Christian principles. Each week we'll have a motivational speaker, be it a pastor, his designee, one of the children, but we're going to always start with prayer and devotion and a word.
Amen.
That sounds powerful.
Yeah.
I can remember my days when I played basketball, played football, played baseball, things like that. We didn't have those components. I'm being honest with you. We didn't have that components. The only component that came was when we did our banquet. Got my trophy, and we had a great meal. And but we had family. We had individual coaches that took us like we were their kids, and that they were extended family members. And so it really helped us, because down the line it not only built fellowship and camaraderie with other players and other community activity people, but it helped us in the extent where when we got old enough, we seen the need to outreach to other people or other kids that were not as fortunate. And so I always say this to a good friend of mine, Edward Ugal, who started in the Sand League football team. He paid for all of the uniforms, got all the equipment for us, and he brought us to the games. We played some tough teams. I don't know if y'all remember Millenie Boys Club.
Yeah, they're still a part of our process.
Really?
Yeah, with Coach Murphy.
We used to play against them, and some of our players were scared of them.
So
It's a
Millenie
boys'
has been
home.
around for a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure enough looking forward to that. Now, as a parent, which I don't have any kids, but as a parent, as an adult, what can I do?
First of all, you can instill the values that our core values are: honesty, caring, respect, and responsibility. That's what all of our programs have as a base and a foundation. You can call and get additional information about our program offerings, and hopefully we'll have something that you're really interested in that you would like for your child to do. Like we say, we have activities from the cradle to the grave. So
Oh, wow.
That's powerful.
we have something for everybody.
I gotta stop you again, Avis. It's time for us to close, but again, we thank God for y'all coming here and telling us all this information. We need the information. We need the help. The why. We just need to reach out to our communities and let people know that not only do we care, but there are other groups and organizations care about our kids. Again, we say to our audience, go to a church of your choice and worship the Lord. We always invite you, come on out to True Love Missionary Baptist Church, 2710 Phillips Street. Our worship time is at 8 a.m. in the morning. This Sunday, you still have time to come and worship with us for our 2 o'clock service. 2 o'clock service, we have our guest speaker, Dr. Calvin Woods from the Greater Liberty Baptist Church. He will be our speaker for our deaconess anniversary. So we just encourage you, worship the Lord in spirit and truth. That's our prayer. God bless you and God keep you. Till next time.